What is going on, everybody? How are you guys doing today? This is your boy Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Long Sum Short Sum. This is the first section of our morning podcast, Christ and Crypto in the Morning, that we go over the market from a technical perspective, looking at indicators using the Fibonacci sequence and a whole bunch of other stuff. Elliott waves and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we look at it from a technical perspective. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to dive into the charts and kind of see what has happened, or what happened. I guess not what has happened, what is happening, what's going on, what will happen. And let's dive on in. So let me switch to the big screen here. Whoop. Boom. Oh, we're not using the countdown screen though. So let's fade that back. Struggle is real when you break into a sweat. Here we go. So right now, after Bitcoin hit 30,000 yesterday, it is sitting at $31,852. Ethereum at $24.25, BNB at $325.94, XRP sitting at $52.5 after touching 47 cents yesterday. Solana at $72.31, Cardano at 68 cents and 68.65 cents. I don't even want to talk about how is a stable coin sitting at 92 cents right now, Terra Luna. And we're going to dive in you later that you are at 92 cents as a stable coin, down 8%. Issues. Dogecoin sitting at 11.5 cents, Polkadot at 12.07, Avalanche at 48.5, and of course, the big dog in town, Terra Luna, down 50%, 62% in the last couple days. So let's dive into the market and see what happened yesterday. We are already actually getting a opening in the NASDAQ, but it has pulled back. We opened higher and it already has pulled back. The NASDAQ just does not want to give right now. We're having massive risk off there. And it's quite unsettling because we don't really know where that pressure is coming from. It's coming from the market makers. It's not coming from you or I. It's not coming from Joe and Maria on Robinhood, right? This is strictly the market makers playing their games. That's what it is. And you see this because it's really all algorithm. There should be no way that we can have stop losses. There should be no way that we can use pivots, that we can understand support, right? All of those things are ran by an algorithm. So when we're looking at the algorithms, we have to see what we can get going. And right now, the algorithm is screaming. This is on the hourly. I know this is a whole bunch of stuff here, but it's screaming capitulation. Okay? It has come back below actual support, breaking down. And it looks like it's trying to head down another 500 points. And so we're going to see, because the NASDAQ is just heavily correlated to overblown stocks. Now you got the Dow Jones, and it's in the green this morning despite the NASDAQ in the red on the hourly. And so is the S&P. So we have to watch those, closely. We have to watch those closely. All right, so without all the heebie-jeebies, let's jump into XRP. I'm almost done sweating. It's just kind of what happens. Okay, probably because I got someone wanted to text me right at 9 to do business. Right at 9. So we have. Okay, now I'm back. All right, so XRP has landed right on the flip of support that we have been trying to break. Back in 2019, we rejected there. And actually, that has been our top. So how did I get that and look at that when we were looking for a downtrend yesterday? Well, if we take the whole shebang, I'm sorry, not that. Where is it at? Is this at the capitulation point? I thought I did this yesterday. See, now I don't forgot what I did yesterday. Here it is. I was like, man, so confused. What happened? Okay. So this is the capitulation point here, okay? So you have A, B, C. This is the C wave, the last capitulation. So we're checking from here to here is our bottom. Now, if you want to do all the way to top, this is what it'll look like. You won't get much information here, but you can go to the last point, the last high point, which is basically $1 here, okay? Back to April 18th. Now, when I did that and drew this, I know this is the weekly, right? So you have your bottom and your next top on the weekly all the way to your bottom. So the next bottom, right, because it never broke that top. So here, broke a top, next bottom, so top, bottom. The capitulation move, the C wave, okay, stopped directly at, look at this. I mean, I bet you if I move it up just a little bit, it'll probably be perfect. Get it right there on the money. Look at that. Directly, get this right. Let's be exact. Oh, there it is. On the 4.414 yesterday. And I was trying to figure out as I was looking, like, man, what's going to happen? Where's this going? So we start to break things down. And what we saw immediately, I think I started getting nervous. And we're on the weekly, so we really had to pull back. So when we pull back and we look here, guys, that rejected off the 50. And so as things started getting scary, I had to pull back and start to look. Where could we come in? Now, we were talking about 47 cents a couple weeks ago or last week, and I said, man, 47 cents is on the table, but I don't want to talk about it. I even said $30,000 Bitcoin is on the table. I don't want to talk about it. I said things would have to break down. It would have to go 10 to 15% lower, meaning Bitcoin or XRP would have to go like 30% lower. Well, I spoke about those, and I'll maybe bring those up. I have to go look for them, but yeah, this would have been right at the 702, wouldn't it? Yeah, look at that. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh no, so that's 35% lower. It's gone in 3 weeks. Now, here's my process. Because this is the B wave, guys, that's my bottom. I longed. I think 47 cents is our bottom here. My issue here is, okay, and I'm going to show you my issue, that if we do break below, as you can see that this is, look at this, all this support. Let's go right here. You can kind of see it. Is that the next line of defense between 43 and 47 and 40, guys, is 30 cents. Okay? And this is why I don't think this is happening. This is exactly why. That's our next line of defense. So if 47 doesn't hold, it's 30. And that is my whole call right there. That is why this is not happening. Because if that is happening, Bitcoin's going to 20,000. 100%. So that's what we're watching. And I can't say it's not going to happen. That's me not wanting it to happen. But if the NASDAQ continues to come on down and head another 15%, right? If the Dow Jones comes back and touches 30K, the S&P comes back to 38, we're going to see this sell-off coming down to 30K, okay? So I would like us to be careful when we look. We came down, I'm going to get rid of this. On Bitcoin specifically, guys, we came on down. I can pull out and show you. And touch directly where we had to. I don't know why that line is so thick. This should be green and this should be 1. There we go. Down to the area, as you see here, of support, which happened to 4.236. The full extension is a 4.414 is 28.5. So we're not quite out of the weeds yet. We're not quite out of the weeds yet there. Okay? So just be careful. Be careful there. Not done. Not done. Now, if we got a bounce, I actually went into a long. We'll be looking coming back at 37,000. That's really our next look back. Okay? So if this holds and we bounce because we have not see low, higher low, higher low. Like just barely, but it is. But it is. Hot, low, higher low, higher low. Barely, but it's there. Okay? So we are looking for this to come back to 37. RSI on the daily is really oversold. We not too many times we're down here. Every time we're down here, we got to bounce out of here. So we got to assume that this is going to get out of here, at least some kind of bounce, because that's to daily to come all the way to the bottom. Take some time. Last time we were there, we went 33,000. Where's our top? To 48,000. So I could see 30,000 to 43,000, right? That would, really, I think this is going to 54,000 altogether from here. So we will see if this holds. That's what I'm looking at. Let's look. I went to an AVAX long. Doesn't matter. I want to keep this short. What are we looking at? Luna. Yeah, let's go ahead and close with Luna Day. So here was Luna altogether, right? And I don't know what the reasoning was. This is me saying Luna's top would have been here. So we actually have kind of gone to not a bad place. It actually back tested the 1.414. It did a full back 1-to-1 back test. So when I'm technically looking at this, do you see that? That's technical. This is technical. Got it? So when I look at this, sorry, I was just scratching my, when I look at this here, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. It just happened quick. Now, I don't know the reasoning. We're going to go through the reasoning of this hardcore sell-off and the destabilization of the peg and everything else that they, wanted to go through. However, it just went straight back to the breakout. See this? 1-to-1 test. It never came back. In fact, it could come back to $17 and it'd still technically be correct. So there was all this scariness talking yesterday and everything crushing. Now, we'll go over that in the daily or in the news topic about Terra Luna's stablecoin crashing. But technically for Luna, it went over 120. You see this had a fifth wave and then ABC down, 5 more waves up and then down. So what did that do? It did what I always say it does, an extended fifth wave possibly, right? And then it's come all the way back down to break out to the 1-to-1. So now the only reason I did not shoot at a long to that is because we don't know what's going to happen today. We don't know. I know they sold 42,000 Bitcoin yesterday. That's my understanding. Right? So, excuse me. So those were all their reserves. And we're going to go over that again in the daily topic. So this is kind of what we are looking at here all together. So things began to back test. Pretty clear. So much that I actually longed Amazon this morning. Shout out along. You can see my trade right there. Let's see if I can get it over here. Yoink. There's the trade right there. We also closed on the AVAX trade up 20% this morning. We also closed a partial trade on Curve. Bought that Curve dip yesterday as well. QQQ concerns me. Mainly it's a big leader in the NASDAQ, so I'm still not convinced it's at a spot here, but we'll see. Sand was a little more convincing. Sand was a little more convincing of a stop. So you can see we have a parallel stop there. So we're looking. Now I have targets a little lower here on the daily, and it can be scary. So Sol as well. This is the quick. It's still on the inverse parabola here. Breaking down. It did almost back test the 1-to-1 perfectly. It's right there. So maybe that's enough, or it will come back down later and fill this $58. So we're looking at these specifically because, again, I told you guys that we're looking for the setup for me for next week. And we'll start on Monday to 5x, 5 to 10x, my personal trade bag that I'm looking to do from Monday to Friday of next week. And so that's what we're going to focus on this show for next week. We're going to go through the things, but I'm going to walk you through the trades that I'm going to do, what leverage I'm using. And this won't be financial advice to you, but my goal next week, because I have been waiting for this. I was hoping this would take a little longer. We definitely had this dump. I thought it would take more time. As I said, I thought XRP would hit 47 cents, but I didn't think it would happen so quick. I thought we'd have through this weekend the weekend after Mother's Day, because I thought if this didn't happen during Mother's Day, it would happen the next weekend. Instead, boom, yesterday. Right open on it, drop down. We hit some targets down here. So now we're looking to see if we can do that. So if you want to follow along on this journey with me, you might want to hit that notification bell, like, follow, subscribe, do the social media thing, because this is what I'm going to do. And it's not always just going to be an XRP trade. I'm going to be looking. I'm going to be up bright and early, 4 o'clock in the morning. I might even live the trade that I'm looking at. Don't know yet, but looking. Haven't decided I'm going to do that, but I will update that. Yeah, that's all, folks. I will update you guys every single day, if I can, 5x, certain amount from Monday to Friday. That's the goal. And then I'll tell you guys why that goal is that as we go, because it's just what it is. So this is the end of Long Sum Short Sum. Before I go, let me say hi to the people who showed up to the first section. We got Douglas Johnson from New Jersey, Rope-A-Dope out there from Cali, Lee Lord from the Houston area. Yeah, I know my boys. What's going on, gentlemen? Good to see you. And Leo B from the Miami area. We are nationwide in this piece, covering all parts of America. Love you guys. This is the end of Long Sum Short Sum. Please let me know what you think. Comment below. Most importantly, though, thanks for stopping by. Let's get out of here and get on to the next section. God bless. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and do the thing that people do on social media. At Twitter, at TikTok, New Creation Capital. Let us know, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Later, guys.